Today we have Mr. Miyan, and I would like to thank him for taking time from his busy schedule, and I hope the audience out there will appreciate this as well. And so let's start with telling something about you. What do you do currently, and where are you right now?
Yeah. Hi. First of all, Darshan, hi. Good afternoon. So, thank you for taking your time as well. This is such a great initiative. I should say that business school has taken up. When I got the call, I was pretty happy. It took me back to my college days, getting a call from my college for this purpose, and I find that as a very good purpose, and it has a soul for this purpose. To introduce myself to the audience, myself Miyan. So right now I'm an entrepreneur. So I grew up in a entrepreneurial family as well, which has two sides actually, which has a political side, which most of the family is associated with political viewpoints, and one part of the family or one fraction of the family is associated with business. So it was my choice in my childhood to make where should I opt for. So I chose to be an entrepreneur to one business is Westend Consultancy. The brand
Mm-hmm.
name is Westend Consultancy. So we are more into lease management and asset management, primarily dealing with commercial properties. So there is a couple of players already there in this industry, but
Mm-hmm.
they are focused upon larger commercial spaces, especially like shopping malls. It can be a when DLF or when Shubha or when
Mm-hmm.
such builders come up with a project, there will be
Mm-hmm.
people who help them out in leasing. So these people
Uh-huh.
decide which brand to be allocated. So for the bigger commercial spaces, definitely there is someone who is helping them out. But when we did a deep market research, we got to know that coming to smaller commercial spaces, for taking an example in Delhi, in Connaught Place, or CP or somewhere else, these places it's been dealt by local brokers. So these people they
Mm-hmm.
get into this, and they work on commission basis. They won't have perception, they won't have brand image, nothing. So they just do it for money. So we found a gap there where to have a professional agency who fluctuates everything, who understand the market, who understand the right requirement for the building of the commercial space and bringing the brands. So my whole family is associated with franchisee business for the past 20-25 years. So I have pretty good contacts with almost all the leading brands in India. So we have direct contact. So I kind made that contact or that network to fluctuate or to function this business, so that I
Mm-hmm.
can approach commercial building with my network base, and I can tell them, see, like I can study your market. I know this market. I can help you out in leasing, rather than giving to some supermarkets or some Idea or Airtel or like some cellular store, and they might leave at any moment. You don't have any guarantee there, but we
Mm-hmm.
can assure you a guarantee there, and we can make sure that these people exist there for a long term. So that was the idea, and it's been running since 3 to 4 years now. We've been already deal with 2 lakh square feet commercial square feet, 2 lakh commercial
That's
square feet.
great.
We
That's
just
great.
completed 2 lakh commercial square feet. We have currently onboarded almost 2.5 lakh square feet currently onboarded, which we are currently
Mm-hmm.
doing. I was planning to. So we thought like, okay, we'll take a year break. We'll do something which is innovative to the market. So back in 2013, I should say like, I don't know. I'm pretty happy to say this out. Back in 2013, we started this thing which is trendy right now, which
Mm-hmm.
is the educational application.
Mm-hmm.
But more beyond that, educational application, it's a four-way communication platform where the
Okay.
parents, the management, the teachers, and the students,
Mm-hmm.
four core people, who's the pillar of a school or a college,
Mm-hmm.
has access to a common platform where they can come in and interact to each other, just not to fluctuate the class functioning. More than that, you can even do PTA meeting in it. Kind Zoom call, what we call now. We even had a video conferencing facility inside that. So this was a tech we developed with one of our partner who was in a NIT pass out from
Mm-hmm.
Bangalore. So we partnered up. I took care of the marketing side. I told like I'll be the marketing co-founder. One guy took over the operation and finance. The other guy took over the IT. So it was a one good journey. Like 6-7 months, we were hitting each schools by school. We covered almost 150 schools,
Oh.
like just to do marketing. But
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like this is a common trend that we have in India, or maybe in maybe in people's mind. I would say like first they reject it, whatever. If it's a technology or if it's a change, it's very hard to accept because they reject it. They say a no to it, and they see, okay, the world is turning around to it. Now we have to accept it. So that point, this thing wasn't there in the market. It was very few people who were dealing with it. There were no Byju's. There were no nobody that we could show as an example. See, these people are doing this. This is much different than this. We couldn't compare and tell to anyone. We were just telling a new concept. Everyone was wondering, is this possible? Like to have a class inside an application? No, that's not possible. So we used to get rejection, and that time they didn't need it also because offline class was a trendy. They didn't have they didn't have flood or anything to switch to a online class. So it was pretty hard to convince people. We did some tests and trials, but it didn't work out. The application had need quite a few changes. Then we also started getting pressure from our peer group, our relatives, our family, because we are not doing an MBA. Most of our batchmates, everyone is occupied with MBA. And it reached to some peak point that we are not able to make a conversion or anything, and we have a very good product. We have to sell it off. We have to give the technology to someone else, let them take it over, and we can simply back off. That was the thought we had. Somehow we ended up, maybe we didn't do a proper market research. That was a better learning that I had. That journey, 6 months journey, gave me many learnings. So whenever I do, someone brings me up some idea, the way I approach started being different rather than I was doing it at that time. So now it's totally different the way I approach an idea, because that was the biggest learning that I got from this startup. Based Delhi. So we're in Delhi. So we thought, okay, we'll catch up with some of our friends. And I had my friend who was studying already in Jindal. You might be knowing, he was the student council president of 2015, I guess. He was a student council president. Visual.
I know.
Right now he's working in working in Amazon. So he was my batchmate in UG, both of us. So I kind of called him. I know that he's studying somewhere in Delhi, but I don't know which college, what and all. So in my mind, I don't do research on college because I'm going UK. No, why should I do a research in Indian colleges? So that's the mind. I called him and he started explaining about his college, and I was like, shit, seriously, like you have a college like this in India? So I thought the college system in India is something like 9:30 the classes start till 3:30. You have to wear the tie, uniform. You have to be clean shaved. Look always pro. But he gave me the entire different image. He said, like, he's having fun here, he's making friends, he's networking, he's meeting people, he has a startup life now. This got into my mind. Okay, startup, okay, fine. We have to visit your college. So I took my parents. We went for a college visit. That was one good experience when we went to the college. I started seeing the college in around the property, even the facilities. More than that, I started getting to know the culture that they are following there. So that attracted to me Jindal, and I changed my whole plan. I dropped my whole plan of UK. I thought, okay, let's do my MBA here. Many of the reasons: the academics, the environment, the college, the place of location, because I can access to different places. I wanted to travel also. I want to meet people also. So also I got to know about the networking possibility there, because different people from different states, different cultures. Exactly. See, as a person who have studied and grown up in South India, or especially Kerala, located closely in Kerala, and visiting other places just for leisure, going to Delhi and making a new family or a new base there, and networking was a great possibility. So I took this as a great step of learning. So for me, I wanted to learn the language. I want to keep behind my mind. So I thought, like, okay, I'll just go for it. So that's how I ended up in Jindal actually.